I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen.
The moment BTS touched down in Mexico, the entire city seemed to erupt into absolute chaos. What was supposed to be a simple airport arrival instantly transformed into one of the most unforgettable fan moments of the year. Long before Jimin and Jungkook even stepped outside, thousands of fans had already filled every corner surrounding the airport, screaming their names so loudly that the sound echoed across nearby streets and buildings. People were climbing onto barriers, holding their phones high into the air, desperate to capture even a single glimpse of them. The atmosphere didn't feel real anymore. It felt like the opening scene of a global concert before the tour had officially even begun. Then the doors finally opened. Jungkook appeared first, dressed in a relaxed, all-black outfit that somehow made him look even more unreal in person. The second fans saw him. The crowd exploded. Screams shook the entire area so intensely that even security staff looked stunned for a moment. Some fans immediately burst into tears while others stood frozen in complete disbelief after finally seeing him with their own eyes. Cameras flashed nonstop from every direction as Jungkook scanned the overwhelming crowd with an expression that mixed surprise, amusement, and pure disbelief at the level of energy surrounding him. But the atmosphere changed completely again when Jimin stepped out right behind him. With his calm smile, gentle presence, and effortless elegance, Jimin instantly sent the crowd into another emotional meltdown. Even while staff members hurried to guide them through the chaos, he continued slowing down just enough to wave softly, bow politely, and acknowledge the fans waiting for hours under the heat. Every tiny gesture from him felt personal, and each movement triggered another deafening wave of screams across the airport. Then came the moment fans would replay endlessly online. As Jungkook glanced across the massive crowd, he suddenly noticed the unbelievable reaction surrounding Jimin. For a brief second, he stopped, looked back toward him, and started laughing in complete disbelief at how wildly the fans were responding. The interaction lasted only moments, but cameras captured everything. Within minutes, social media exploded with clips of Jungkook smiling and laughing, while Jimin casually waved like he had no idea he was causing absolute chaos around him. Fans immediately began calling it one of the most legendary BTS arrivals Mexico had ever witnessed. But somehow, the emotional energy became even stronger. Near the barricades, fans suddenly began singing BTS songs together in perfect harmony. Thousands of voices echoed through the airport at the same time, transforming the atmosphere from pure chaos into something deeply emotional and unforgettable. Jimin and Jungkook briefly paused to listen, visibly touched by the moment unfolding in front of them. Even staff members standing nearby couldn't hide their smiles anymore, as the crowd continued singing with tears in their eyes. And just when everyone thought the moment was over, Jimin did something that completely shattered the internet. Right before entering the vehicle, he suddenly turned back toward the fans one last time and gave them a huge smile along with another soft wave. The reaction was instant. The crowd absolutely exploded. The screaming became so loud that people recording from far away could still hear it clearly. Jungkook immediately noticed the reaction again and burst into laughter, clearly shocked by how intense the energy had become. Videos from the scene spread across social media within minutes, with fans describing the arrival as less like an airport moment and more like a full-scale stadium concert happening in the middle of the streets of Mexico. Some people even said the energy felt so overwhelming that nearby buildings shook from the noise of the crowd. But the madness didn't stop there. Hours later, streets surrounding the hotel and venue were still overflowing with fans carrying banners, flowers, and glowing signs welcoming BTS to Mexico. Music echoed everywhere as fans sang together in Korean, Spanish, and English, creating an atmosphere that felt more like a worldwide celebration than an ordinary tour stop. Every tiny movement from Jimin and Jungkook triggered another emotional eruption from the crowd. At one point, a black SUV slowly passed through the packed streets, and fans suddenly realized Jungkook was sitting near the partially opened window. The second he gave even the smallest wave, the crowd completely lost control again. Some fans cried uncontrollably, others covered their mouths in shock, and phones immediately flooded social media with shaky videos capturing the surreal moment. Meanwhile, Jimin remained impossibly calm through all of it, smiling warmly, bowing politely, and carefully looking toward fans as though he wanted to appreciate every single face despite the overwhelming chaos surrounding him. One tiny interaction between him and Jungkook, a glance, a laugh, and a quiet shared reaction to the crowd's energy instantly became one of the most replayed BTS moments online. And the most unbelievable part? This was only the arrival. The concert hadn't even started yet.